Hi guys, this is Algo Structures and this is the third video of our complete C++ STL course. In this video, we will talk about tuples. Tuples are basically an extension of pairs. As in pairs, we can combine two values. In tuples, we can combine any number of values. It may be 2 values, 3 values, 4 values or any number of values. These values are maybe of same type or maybe of different types. Like pairs, they are also useful in a lot of problems. For example, we are given a lot of points in a three-dimensional space. To represent that, we can create an array of tuples such that each tuple is of size 3. At its first position, we will store the x coordinate. At its second position, we will store the y coordinate. And at its third position, we will store the z coordinate such that combinedly three values, a tuple will represent a point in the three-dimensional space. Next is, let's say we want to represent a weighted graph using a list of edges. For that also we can create an array of tuples. Each tuple is of size 3. At its first two positions, we will store the two vertices which represents there is an edge between these vertices, and at its third position we will store the weight such that combinedly three values, a tuple will represent a weighted edge. Next is the syntax to create a tuple. To create a tuple we have to use tuple, then in angular brackets we have to mention the types as tuple is a template class, and then we have to mention the tuple name. To access and modify the values of tuple, we have a function named as get. In angular brackets of get, we have to mention the index of value, and in its parentheses we have to pass the tuple. We will see its example later. These are the all different ways with which we can declare and initialize tuples. First one is, if we just declare the tuple, then the default constructor will be called and it will provide some default values to different types. As you can see in this table, the default value assigned to type int is 0, to float it is 0.0, to boolean it is false, to character it is null character, to string it is a null string, and to pointer it is a null. Next is, we can pass values while declaration. Now the initialization constructor will be called and it initializes these values to the tuple values. Next is copy constructor. In this, copy constructor will be called and it will assign the value of t3 as same as t1. Next is, we can directly initialize and declare the values of tuple by using this syntax also. Next is using makeTuple function. MakeTuple will create a tuple by using these values and return it, which will be assigned to t5. Here is the example how we can access the values of tuple. In get function, in angular brackets we have to use the index, and in parentheses we have to pass the tuple. Here we are accessing the value at 0th index, here at first index, and here at second index. The values 1 to 1 test5 will be printed. As you can see here, the values to the tuple t5 are 1 to 1 test5. Also later we can modify the values of tuple using the get function. Here we have modified the value at 0th position. So now if we print the value of t5 0th position, 10 will be printed. Next is, later also we can assign new values to the tuples by directly assigning a value or using the makeTuple function. Next is tie. It is used to unpack tuple values into separate values. It is a very confusing statement. Its meaning is that if you use this syntax, on right side there is a tuple and on left side there is tie with some variables, then the first value in tuple will be assigned to A, the second value of tuple t5 will be assigned to B, and third value of t5 will be assigned to C, such that the values of tuple t5 are unpacked and assigned to variable ABC in the given order. So now if we print the values ABC, 100, 200 and test52 will be printed, because here we have updated the value of t5 to 100, 200 and test52. Also, if we want to assign only first and third value and want to ignore the second value, we can use ignore. Here the first and third value of t5 will be assigned to A and C, and second value will be ignored. You can ignore any value whether it's at first position, second position or at third position or at any position. Here are some tricks related to tie and makeTuple. You can use tie and makeTuple to assign a lot of variables in a single line. As you can see here, x will be assigned to 1, y will be assigned to 2. X will be assigned value 1, y will be assigned value 2 and z will be assigned value 3. Or you can use this also to swap the values. Here a tuple of y and x created, and these values will assign to x and y. Indirectly, x and y got swapped. Next are operators. All the 6 relational operators that we have discussed for pairs are also valid for tuples. To compare two tuples, the size of tuples have to be same, or and types at every position have to be same. The comparison will happen lexicographically. Means the values at first position will be compared, then the values at second position will be compared, and so on. Here are the two tuples. Using these, we will understand these operators. The equal to operator will produce the result 1 if at every position the values are equal. As in the given example, the values at second position and third position are not equal, therefore its result is 0. Not equal to operator will produce the result 1 if at any position the values are not equal. As at second and third position our values are not equal, therefore its result is 1. Next is greater than operator. How it will work? It will start comparing from first position. As both values at first position are equal, then it will compare the values at second position. As value of tuple 1 at second position is lesser than tuple 2, therefore its result is 0. Similarly, it will work for lesser than operator. It will start from first position. As values are equal, it will compare the second position. As at second position, the value of tuple 1 is lesser than the tuple 2, therefore it will produce the result 1. Similarly, greater than equal to or lesser than equal to operators will work. Next is swap member function. We can swap values of two tuples using the swap member function of a tuple. Here the values of t1 and t3 will be swapped. Also note that if you want to swap two tuples, the size of both the tuples and type at every position must have to be same. So that's it for the tuple video. Please like the video and subscribe the channel for incoming videos. Do comment if you have any queries. And yeah, thanks. Have a nice day.